Hi, this is Joe Lindsley in Lviv, Ukraine. This is the Speak Freely podcast with my friend and co-host.
You know, you can say that like 10 times or 100 times, but it will be still shitty.
Thank you. It's Zakhar Pikh. Sometimes, well, maybe my friend and definitely the co-host of this podcast. Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah. Listen that shit and have a nice day.
Доброго вечора, ми з України.
Should have
That
interrupted
guy
more.
trying to be a politic. It's no sense in his words, because like it's no sense in politics words, like never, you know. And they are starting to talk without stops and to make people don't ask them questions because they don't want questions.
Yeah, but man, you could
They're
even
just trying to lie and to finish a fucking conversation with them because they don't want to tell you how they're going to steal the money. That's what I'm thinking about politics. That's why I don't want to talk with politics. Never in my life.
But guess what,
Also,
man?
also that's why I'm not going to talk with stupid journalists about politics.
Well,
That's why I'm not going to talk with stupid journalists at all.
No, but I'm saying you're being wrong because you can cut to the bullshit and ask questions that they need to hear and that the listener wants to hear. So that's why I'm going to encourage you to talk to these people, and not to talk to them, but to ask them questions because it was great, man. So just like we have no choice that America has showed up here and the whole world is here in Ukraine because Russia has decided to invade. Yeah, I think you have no choice. You have to talk to these people because there's not many people who will question their bullshit.
Did you know that Mozart, Roosevelt, Churchill, Pushkin, Franklin, and Washington, they were Masons?
Amazing.
Masons. Masone.
Yeah,
Mason.
I did not know about Mozart.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
It's like you trying to change the world that people wanted, but they become like a presidents and Mozart, and you not.
Are you laughing?
No.
Yeah. Were you crying? And I can't tell. Was that your dog crying or was it?
It's crying your ego.
Crying my ego. That's it. That's why I came to Ukraine. I just wanted to live a nice, simple, quiet life in the Carpathians. And now it's not possible.
So why do you call to come here all that shitty shitty people?
No, I want good people to come here because we need them now. Need them.
No. We need their weapons and their money, but we don't need like them here because everywhere where that people are coming, everywhere there shit is going.
All right, that's some nice weird Confucian philosophy.
No, man. Look, Afghanistan, Syria, Vietnam, I don't know. Fuck, that shit in Moldova, like all East Europe, like the past 30 years. No, I think journalists. It's one. If the journalist starting to come somewhere, wait, the shit will start there. Yeah, and you came to Ukraine 2 years ago, and please, what we have now? Thank you, Joe. Yankee, go home.
Well, that's quite a theory. I would say, yeah, I was about to agree with you until the last part. Where there are flocks, what do you call them? Gaggles of journalists together. Yeah, it can't be good. But I'd say that today was day 90 of the war, February 114th day of February, and the first months there were a lot of strange people, many bad people couldn't trust, but I don't know. Maybe it's getting better. I think I'm meeting better people now. It seems to be the more serious people are showing up now. Now that it's less popular, but people say, "Oh, this is something important. I want to be part of it and help out." But the first couple months, it was all the bullshitters. It was not all, but I don't know. It's so hard to figure out. Fuck, I don't know. I started it by coming here in March 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, I think your Israel bosses sent you here to make intelligence, and something went wrong, and your mission like just still going, and you still making shit.
Well, it's a great theory. I don't know. Who knows, man? We're all in the middle of this. Nice. Did you hear the echo? It means we're being recorded.
What?
Did you hear my voice echo just now?
No. Like as usual, so some noise just hearing from the phone.
Anyway, what? All right, man. Well, great theories. Now I'm sad and depressed.
Oh, my words, my words brought you to the dead end, and you don't know what to say because like you are now discreditованный. That's mean. Oh shit. Discredited.
How do you say it in Ukrainian?
Дискредитований.
What is the Ukrainian phrase of "welcome back to the sinful earth"?
Спустись на грішну землю. Спустись.
Spustes.
Or повернись.
Oh yeah, povernes. Come back.
But better will be spustись. It's like come down.
Come back to the sinful earth. Stop being
Yeah.
an angel. You know, oh, I'm so good for humanity.
Flying somewhere in your dreams.
I was at the wine shop today when I was having pizza and taking a nap. I was talking with a friend who said,
when you told me that shit, I imagined that like Nicholas shop, wine shop, that big table with the chairs, a few empty bottles of wine, one like crashed under the table, the pizza box on the table, and you sleeping in that pizza, like the face on the pizza, and you sleeping in that shop with all that empty bottles around you. Yeah, I think it was like that.
interesting image, but no. You know, I was drinking coffee and working very hard. I did take a nap in a chair because I can't lie down easily due to my rib situation. But and one of the people hanging out there was saying, named Nazar, your favorite name, how this war, for same for every war, same for life, but that every person here has a personal war that we're fighting. like there was the war and like that the Zakhar to the victory. There's debates on how to get there and what it means. But then there's the personal war that each one of us has. Like that's and then I was talking with an American woman who used to live here, and she said, "Yeah, war strips away well, most of the bullshit. You know, you really see your life in a different perspective, and every day, each one of us has to fight our personal war, like to wake up and say, I'm going to keep going on and doing this, or figure out it's a war for each one of us, a war with ourselves, and I think I know you agree with that, but what do you think about it?
I don't have what to tell you about that.
I mean, have you
What?
felt like like any problems you had before the war? Is it any different in the war? Is it more serious or more, you know, like to make sense of what all this shit that's happening? Whether it's all this shit is happening. It's personal, right? It's not just reading the news. It's just like as I said, I came here to get away from all that shit. And now it's all here. Like I walk down the streets and there's American media everywhere, and people from Fox News everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? I was trying to get away from this. And they're all here, which is good because I want them to understand the reality here. But
Man, the shit in the world is going because the people cannot sit in their fucking countries.
Yeah.
It's like, or to make one government in the world and no countries, like only one, it's a planet Earth, or just close all fucking borders and don't let people move around. Because all that motherfuckers who come in, moving everywhere with the shitty minds, in some days starting the wars. Like, oh, I think my neighbor has more green grass than mine. So, or like, please, Templiars, Illuminates, or Masons, or who the fuck you are, just make it happen and make only one fucking government.
no,
Or
Yeah,
just shut up, close your fucking mouses with your fucking Fox News and other shit, and sit in your country and fix your own problems, because I know you have them a lot. And it's the same like with Russia, with all European countries, with all Asian countries. I think only where rich Arabic countries sit there on the golden chairs and like do nothing with other countries because they don't need it. Like everything is great. We'll sit here. Of course we can just buy a Fox News and like tell on American TV that not all Arabs are terrorists, but everything is okay.
And what about Ukraine? Ukraine doesn't want to
We are not
control.
we are not going to other countries and trying to change something there, you know,
I know. I agree.
because we have enough shit in our country. And that amazing big and rich countries trying to help other world to come to better life, but always that shit is starting the war, always.
Yeah, I know. And I had
Like, you know, like I think like all that people in Syria and Afghanistan, Vietnam, Georgia, Ukraine, Moldova, and other like hundreds of countries can amazingly live without like help from their neighbors.
I don't know about all of them. Maybe. I mean, right
Like
now,
for example, Ukraine can amazingly live without Russian help.
yeah, but Ukraine
And
right
also
now,
also Ukrainian people who speak in Russian also can live amazing in Ukraine without Russian help.
Yeah, but right now Ukraine does need help from other countries because it's facing, because of the way America and other places have meddled here.
You know, it's a little bit another conversation, because now we are talking like about real help.
Mhm.
Well, because now we are asking for help,
Yeah, different. Yeah.
but like the last few hundred years, all that countries just trying to help by themselves without like ask for that help. Like you need that help, or you don't need that help. We don't care. We will help you. Let's destroy your country. It will be much better with destroyed country. Yeah, trust us. Really, it will be amazing. And that what we have now. And that's that because all that countries are trying to help. Now we have to ask about help.
Well, I mean, and you look, there's different types of help. I mean, like help, right, or hell.
That
Take
help,
it.
that help. What I'm trying to tell you about, it's a sarcastic help. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I look at, like, you see, yesterday in America there was a shooting in Texas in the school, right? 19 kids killed and two teachers, and it's fairly common in America and fairly uncommon in other countries, and that doesn't happen in Ukraine. Even now, when more people have weapons, no one is going shooting. People are shooting Russians because they're invading, but and evil, but they're not shooting each other. And it's so even in war, in a sense, Ukrainian society is more peaceful, even as bombs are coming, through the air. Whereas American society is sort of inherently violent. I think and a friend of mine who you and I spoke with on one of these podcasts, is great, dear, one of my best friends, but he encouraged me to be less negative about America, but so I'm trying. But like when I look at that shoot, there's this like a soul sickness in America that I think that requires a lot of help, and I think Ukrainians can help Americans right now to show you how to live freely, and Ukrainians are showing the world that
I don't want
freedom
to help them.
simply by example. But
No, man. America started a lot of shit. Even in your country, for example, they stopped a lot of um, they stopped to heal a lot of mental sickness in America.
Yeah.
And in that case, now in the world we have so many crazy people, but they're just walking around the city.
Yeah, they left them alone, and there's a lot of
Because in that moment they were caring about help other countries. Yeah.
yeah. And there was I was talking with an American veteran who's here to help, and he, by any standard, maybe we could have him on this podcast. Be good to talk to him, but he, is like very patriotic guy. He gave his career to fighting, in Afghanistan and Iraq, and he was so disgusted with the way America conducted those wars. This conservative guy, and that's why he came to Ukraine, and he said he doesn't want to go back to America. He said this is a more decent and free place in his mind, and he he lived those wars. He fought those wars, and um, there's a lot of problems, and I don't know. In some ways, there's more of an innocence here. Not with with the
Yeah,
people.
a lot of Americans now are coming to Ukraine and think, oh, it's amazing country. And in one day, that Americans are starting to help that country. And in one day, like the next day, a lot of people from Fox News are coming here and like, let's make American shit here. Yeah, it will be nice. Thank you, Joe.
Well, my friend. You're the one who likes to eat the shitty KFC, so you're accepting the infiltration. I don't eat
Yeah,
that
of
shit.
course. Yeah,
I
yeah,
eat
yeah.
only
I'm sorry.
only.
It's of course it's fucking the same to eat KFC and go to the school with a gun and start killing teachers. Yeah, of course it's fucking same. Yeah, man. Yeah.
The way you put it, I can't argue. Thank you so much. Uh, and same with kebabs. Um. Anyway, all right, fine, fair enough. Not a good analogy.
Do you know? Do you know that first like kebab made in Germany?
Ever?
Yeah,
Wait, when?
like 20 or years ago, 30 years ago,
They
something like
didn't.
that.
They didn't come from the Middle East.
No, Turkish people made it in Germany.
They don't. So, do you have any more information for the story?
Do you need it? Just
It'd be
just forget that information, like useless fact.
last summer when all the tourists from Saudi Arabia were here in
Yeah,
Lviv. Which is great. They loved it, and because they were free here, and
yeah, it's like you're done with that fucking smell and you just go to the pork kebab place and done.
no, they did no, but
And
I
no shitty smell there. You know, yeah, why Arabic people use so weird perfumes?
why?
Because they don't know how to use shower. Because in that deserts, like now they have shower, but like they think that they don't need it.
You know why Indian people put curry on their meat? Because the meat is putrid
It's
and
shit.
shitty. Yeah.
And also that they're using the same fucking perfumes in that in the same case.
Well, I'm sorry, but because they come from a desert where there was not plentiful, unless you were a sultan in the oasis, there was no water
And
available.
also the old people in that world, yeah, in that part of world, in that rich part of world, very rich, yeah, like their fathers and grandfathers start to sell oil. Yeah, they were shitting in the sand because they didn't have toilets, and now they have toilets, but they still don't know how to use it. So most of them using this shit diapers. Man, I saw that. I was in UAE for 6 months. I lived in Dubai, and I saw that shit in a Dubai mall. It's the biggest mall in the world. Yeah, and the guy he was like 60 or 65, like old, but not like a piece of shit in the chair. He was walking on his two legs with the security. Yeah, of course, with the security, everything, like he's in that stupid white pajama, and from the back side I saw his like that like brown shit on that white pajama, And after, my friends who live there like longer, they explained me that they using diapers because they don't use toilets. They don't need it. Yeah, why? We have a we have weird perfumes. Why we have to use a shower or toilets or toilet paper? No, fuck that shit.
Wow.
And now they are owners of Fox News, that amazing channel uh, where working amazing people, and you want me to talk with that people? No. It's yeah, you're laughing. It's very funny. I know that's very funny, but you will delete all of that my speech. So fuck you, Joe.
Do you think I will?
Yeah, I know 100% that you will.
What if maybe these are published later? After I die, you'll
Oh
still
yeah,
have to face.
after Muslims will disappear, you will make it happen.
No, after
So
I die.
that's mean what is mean never?
I mean, after I die, but you can face the consequences.
No man, I just can make a, I don't know, live stream in Instagram and say the same shit. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
have friends in Fox News, so I don't care about that. And they will not care about that because I'm just a stupid guy from Lviv, Ukraine.
I'm Googling what you said, and it's very well. It's
What are you googling?
do sheikhs wear diapers? You saw the picture of Joe Biden meeting the Pope, where he seemed to have shit his pants.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, well, yeah. Everyone has their customs. Freedom. Well, thank you for that. A couple lovely anecdotes. We don't know if they're true. We can check. We can believe them as we wish. If you could see this shit in the diaper's not doing a good job, that would be true. But anyway, thank you, Zach, for the enlightenment. Are you looking up some other fact before we sign off?
Yeah, I found some. But also in UAE, if you'll make a photo of a local citizen without his allowed, you will go to jail.
So there's not many pictures of.
Of course, yeah, and also it's very hard to find a photo of fire in Dubai, because if you'll make a photo of fire, like a building in fire in Dubai, you'll go to jail.
Building a fire.
Yeah, like
What?
in that country, everything is okay. And if you'll make a photo of something that's happening there, you'll go to jail.
So everything's okay except for taking a picture of it. That's not okay, but everything else is okay. Right?
No, it's shit everywhere there. I was
Especially in the pants.
Yeah, and not only in that, like they're stupid. It's okay. They're like okay, let them do everything they want. But I was in a poor districts in Dubai where living people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India, and they are living in the barracks. I thought like I'm somewhere in in Afghanistan, like maybe 50 years ago. It's trash everywhere. Very dirty people. It's like Turkish bazaar, but like very poor version.
And
And it was in Dubai, in one of the like in the most rich city in the world.
and these are these Arabs or like Filipinos, immigrants?
No, Filipinos. It was people from Bangladesh, Pakistan, India. People that are Arabs, the locals think that people are not humans at all.
Yeah.
The guy cleaner, the cleaner in the Dubai Mall have a month's salary. It's like $500 or $600 per month.
Which you can't do shit with in Dubai, right?
Just shitty place.
Shit, but not this the shitty Earth, sinful Earth, sinful Earth, and shitty place. Well,
It's
okay,
you know
well,
it's amazing. It's amazing place for Russian prostitutes. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and some other prostitutes also from Ukraine and Belarus and Kazakhstan, like East Europe. It's amazing place for prostitutes. Yeah, for prostitutes and the rich motherfuckers
Did
who
you
who like prostitutes.
did you have any good experience in Dubai? I mean, anything you liked about it? You're like, oh,
No,
I'm happy here.
I didn't have money for prostitutes.
See, so yeah, no, that was the only possible experience.
No, I met there a lot of amazing people, and that's all.
People from all, I guess, all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, we work together, and that's all. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
nothing more.
yeah, all the Ukrainians I know who were there, they
Now,
all the
but now I have friend like in Bangladesh. I have friend in India. I have friend in Zimbabwe, Congo, Morocco, and some other shitty countries.
do they know what you think of their countries?
Of course,
Of course,
I
of
told
course.
them. I had a lot of Muslims friends there, and to make them angry, I have eaten pork in front of them, and it was disaster for them. And I just laughed in their faces and said, it's so fucking tasty."
Yeah.
And also, I met there very shitty people from Russia and Kazakhstan, and I lived with the shitty people from Kazakhstan, and they were stealing my food from a fridge every day. In one day, I understood that they are stupid Muslims, and I started to buy pork and everything with pork, and they stopped.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking monkeys.
Oh, that's I might censor that word, the last word. I was trying to find a picture of Joe Biden because there was a picture where he shit his pants when he was meeting with the Pope, but it's gone. It's the internet. Google.
Man, of course it's gone. If you're president of the United States, you're a fucking owner of the internet.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, all right. Well, I did laugh. So yeah, I guess I could say I enjoyed the lovely conversation. And I will say, look, last summer the Saudis came to Ukraine and they love this country.
Yeah, because they can drink vodka here, and Allah cannot see them here.
Yeah, you can't see inside Ukraine, and they I gave some Saudis some.
He is blind because he don't know where is Ukraine.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, bro.
Have a good night.
You too, man. If this is published, if it's published, thank you for
Why if?
listening.
Why if? What is the problem to publish that shit? Tell me. You're not working on a Fox News. They are not paying your fucking salary. You can do everything you want, and you can post everything you want. What is your fucking problem?
Yeah. Okay. And you're right. Thank you. And I think that's speaking freely, right? Maybe we have to. I don't know.
Maybe.
You're right.
What does mean? What does it mean? Maybe.
That's a good question. Może vist. It means I haven't decided what I'm thinking yet. Um,
I think
You're right.
if you say speak freely, you have to. You have to.
That's-
First of all, you have to be free. If you cannot say everything you want, that means you're not free. And don't lie to everyone and to yourself. So
Right.
stop editing the fucking record.
Maybe I will. I'll beep some words out so we don't get too censored on Spotify and Instagram. But try to keep those words limited, bro, because the beeping takes a little bit of fucking work.
Which words?
Nothing, man. Shut up.
For example,
Forget
what? I didn't. I didn't.
up.
So what? What is the problem? I said one time I said terrorist, but like just a terrorist. I didn't say that all Muslims are terrorists. No, I just said terrorists.
You speak, as I've said before, just like my grandfather did.
Your grandfather, I know 100% that your grandfather was amazing guy. So please be like your grandfather.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Don't like live in the Fox world.
Short story. My grandfather and grandmother came to visit me when I was working in the Fox world. And so they came to the big mansion on the mountain overlooking the Hudson River, and with the chairman of Fox and his younger wife, and we're walking through the library of the house. And the library is like 3 stories tall, beautiful big stone fireplace, blah blah blah. Just quite a stunning place. And we're walking through the library, and Roger Ailes, the chairman of Fox, is showing my grandfather Jack like all of his favorite little things, like oh, this was a gift from the king of Spain or whatever, right? So we're showing him all this shit, and we get to a photograph of George H.W. Bush when he was president, and then George W. Bush like running into a wall behind in the Oval Office, and then some of the other Bush people, and they're all, they're in the picture, and Roger was in the picture, and he picks up this picture, and he's so proud of it, and he shows it to my grandfather, and he thought my grandfather was just, like someone he could talk to. They're the same age, and he shows him this photograph from the Oval Office, and he's like, oh, there's me with the Bushes, with President Bush 1 and 2, and and I knew my grandfather hated George H.W. He hated him because he thought he thought he thought he was the worst because of him Clinton became president and the way he handled the Iraq war. So he hated him, and I'm like, oh no, my grandfather, as soon as he sees this guy, he's gonna say something. It's like knowing when you're gonna say some word like that. I'm like, oh,
Like
like a mental patient, yeah. And so my grandfather looks at the picture, and Roger Ailes says to him, Jack, what do you think of this? And my grandfather looks, and he looks at me, and he gets a smile, and I'm like, my stomach is sick. And George H.W. Bush was like the closest person Roger had to a friend. Like it was his mentor. He helped him become president, and he loved that guy. And my grandfather looks at Roger, and he goes, yeah, George H.W. is a motherfucking traitor. And Roger, no one ever spoke shit to Roger. And we're there in his house, and my grandfather just called his favorite person a motherfucking traitor. And I froze. Roger froze. Everyone in the room was like, "What the fuck is gonna happen next?" And my grandfather just kept walking. He just kept smiling and walking through the library, looking at the books, like not giving a fuck. And then Roger walks up to my grandfather. He puts his hand on his shoulder and he goes, "I like you, Jack. You speak the truth. You're like me." And I was very pissed at my grandfather that night, but in time
Why?
later,
Why? It was
well,
his mind. It was his only his position.
I know. And later I realized that.
He
Later I
didn't
was,
he didn't promote that. No, he just said what he thought about. So why you are so afraid of that?
I was at the
No,
time.
because you're afraid what will think your fucking Fox friends.
Yeah, I was. But later, and I thanked my grandfather for that. I said, I actually that was one of my favorite moments in my life. Was that because it taught me a lot, and so I did thank him for it. But yeah, immediately afterward, I was like, oh, you embarrassed me, and you said this and that, but no, ultimately he was right. So to speak freely.
I heard from that already, from you that shit. So you will edit, you will cut everything what I said bad about powerful, high level, rich, blah 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 people, and will send one more shitty content in the internet. Unfortunately, I think that people have a problems with the humor, so they will not understand 100% what I said. But whatever.
All right, man. Amazing conversation. Changed my life. Thank you.
Goodbye.
This has been Joe Lindsley.
Yeah, and that second.
Speak freely. UkrainianFreedomNews.com. Please do not judge Ukrainian Freedom News based on the content of this podcast.
Yeah, just send us money and I will buy a motorcycle and fuck that shit.
And we leave in a couple of days to deliver supplies around Ukraine, so we do welcome support. Anyway, thank you so much. Zach, very quickly, we got to record introduction because we didn't. Second
No.
pause. 1, 2, wait. Yeah. Hi, this is Joe Lindsley. I can't speak. Hi, this is Joe Lindsley in Lviv.